It's my pleasure to introduce Diana Thader, good friend, sometime colleague at Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, and a great artist. We have been working on the animal range of reference in her video installation art, from Deleuze and Guattari's Becoming Animal to Derridas' Animaux. And tonight, Diana is going to be offering us a sampling from her work, beginning with a survey exhibition, which was in 2004, titled Keep the Faith. And then there'll be a second tour of another show from 2005, titled Perpetual Motion, Perfect Devotion. And then we'll close with a short film titled Jump, which she made in collaboration with musician and sculptor Kelly Mason. It's from 2004, and it was first shown in the Whitney Biennial in 2006. The film, I would like to add, it's your only film, right?
What's that, Jump?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is unique also in being a kind of internal reflection on film editing that is conducted through several increasingly complex variations. So,
thank you. Thank you, Larry. So I'm not going to give a lecture. I'm going to show some of my work and give you some minimal information. I think you'll understand once you see it. I work in film and video installation, and so it's not like showing a slide of a painting, for example. You have to actually walk through the exhibitions in order to understand them. And the next best thing, since we have to watch it on video, is for me to show you essentially the camera walking through the exhibition. And twice we stop and look at one. Keep the Faith is an exhibition that was held, it's my survey show that was in 2004, and it was held in two museums simultaneously, in Siegen and in Bremen in Germany. It's about 4 hours apart. And one half of the show is in one museum, and the other half of the show is in the other museum. And one opened one night, and the other show opened the next night. So basically I just drove back and forth, putting up both shows. And one exhibition had all of my earlier work, and the other exhibition had all of my later work. So I'm going to walk you through both museums, and you'll see the work ranges. The earliest work in the show is from 1993, and the latest work was 2003. So you'll see a range of work that was made in that 10-year period. And I'm just gonna, there's no sound. My work is all silent, with the exception of the piece Jump, which I'll show in a bit. So it's just ambient sound. So I'll tell you what you're seeing as we go through it. I'll just tell you the name of the piece and the year, for example. And you can ask if you don't understand what you're looking at. You could just ask me and I'll tell you. But it's all essentially video and film projection. Okay. So, of course, to design my exhibitions, I make rather large architectural drawings. The museum here on the left, and a new part of it here on the right. And that's a Bruce Nauman playing in the window that I picked and hung there, or installed there. That's an exterior view of the piece that's in the museum. And this is the entrance. This is a piece called Broken Circle. It was originally made for the Munster Sculpture Project in 1997, and it was made specifically for a tower. And it was amazing that a museum with a tower actually bought it and installed it in their tower. The original location was a 12th century tower in Munster. This is a piece called Abyss of Light. It's the earliest piece in the show. It's 1993. And it's a piece I made in the desert, in the American West, in all of the locations that John Ford made his sort of great westerns. Those are the colors of the video band. I darkened the windows using colored film gels instead of making a completely dark theater. So to get from floor to floor in the museum, you have to keep going back into the tower and walking up to the next floor. So you have to keep going into this piece and coming out again. This is a room with a body of work that I made with trained birds. That's a scarlet macaw. It's hard to see. This tape isn't that great. And that's a Moluccan cockatoo. They're performing birds who work in the film industry. And they're both shot with multiple cameras. The windows are tinted RGB. And you go back into the tower. This is a piece called China. It's from 1995. This is a piece I made with two wolves. One of the wolves was named China, and I named the piece after her. So you'll see the work. It's a 360-degree installation. First, you'll look at the piece installed, and then the screen will break down, and you'll see the actual videos used in the work, so you can actually look at them.